Hi guys, my name is Nadia and today I'm gonna show you how to knit this hat. I've made it for my teenager daughter and she's very happy to wear it. So I prepared the chart for you for today, but I'll tell you about chart a little bit later. So the first I wanna tell you some tips about the yarn. So I was using the cotton, which is 170 meters, 50 grams. This is 100% cotton. You can use any kind of yarn of the same thickness. So if you take 175 meters at 50 grams yarn, you will get exactly the same issue. I will use the needles, the circular needles, 2.5 millimeters, and for starting I'll be using these kind of needles, exactly the same number. I'll show you now why I use these kind of needles. Today I show you how to calculate exactly the number of stitches suitable for you. What I wanna say here, we have different measurements. So my daughter have 56 centimeters around here. You probably have less or more. So the main question every time is how to calculate how many stitches do I need to start with. So I'll show you now how to calculate the number of stitches suitable for you. Okay, for it I need to start with the rib, and I will use exactly the yarn I will using later for the project. So I decided to try to start with 15 stitches, and then based on this number of stitches I will calculate how many stitches do I need for the hat. So I'm starting with 15, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At the moment it's enough. I will make some rows of rib, and then I will calculate how many stitches do I need for my part, for my hat. 1 knit, 1 purl. Depending of the size of the needle you got, and depending on the yarn do you have, so you will have exactly different size of your pattern. I'm working around the row 2 now. I think 2 more rows. It would be great. Again, I'm working rib, 1 knit, 1 purl, 1 knit, 1 purl. I think 1 more row. It would be great. So I finished my template now, and now I'm gonna to measure it. I need to know how many centimeters did I get here. Rib little bit stretchable, so I need to stretch it. So 7 centimeters. Now we start to calculate, to make calculations. I show you now. So I cast it on 15 stitches, and I got 7 centimeters. For my hat, I need to work 56 centimeters around the head, 56 centimeters, and I don't know how many stitches do I need. It's X. The important thing here to write down centimeters above centimeters and stitches above stitches to get right issue. So now these two figures, I need X equal these two multiplies and divide by 7 equal. So I need to multiply 15 by 56 and divide by 7. So I got 120 stitches. I'll show you now. So some stitches needs to be deducted because the rib is stretchable. So I would deduct 2 stitches. So I need to cast on 108 stitches for the rib. Okay, to be fair, I started it yet, and now I can work with the piece prepared. Look, here I started with the same needle. So here I checked on the 2.5 millimeters, and now I'm using 2.5 millimeters circular needle. It's important. And I cast it on 118 stitches. I've made a rib by the rounds And now here I marked the first stitch where I started. And now, before I show you how to work further, I need to explain you one more tip about the yarn. Here I start to use the black yarn. The two yarns I'll be using from this point should be the same thickness. To be fair, I had one yarn of this thickness, but I had finer black yarn which is finer than my one. I'll show you now. It's really finer. I'll show you now how to compare two yarns, two thicknesses. This is the way to compare yarns. Now I need to scroll it. Look, the black is definitely finer. I need to get the same thickness like white one. So I add some more black ones, and when I checked the thickness by the same way, so I was happy with the 5 threads. Here 2 threads. When I joined 5 all together and scroll down with the white one, I got exactly the same thickness. I'll show you now. Here it's in my work, but anyway, I'll compare it for you now. This is yarn I'm using at the moment, and this is white I'm using as well. Look, exactly the same what I needed. So when I got the same thickness of black one, I started to use it. Now, after I finished the rib, I added some stitches here before the pattern, and I started the pattern. I show now, in a minute, I'll show you how to work with 2 strands, with 2 threads. saga. Thank you for joining me. So I'll continue now. Now I'll show you the chart I prepared for today. Generally, it looks like this one. I will show you by this way what round I'm on. This white is the rapport. It means the part which is repeated every time. Here in this hat, the rapport is this number of stitches which repeated around the hat. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So there are 7 rapports here in the hat. I'll show you it a little bit bigger to be more handy for you. So here in rapport we have 20 stitches, and I was needed to start with 1 black, then make 9 white one, 1 black and 9 white stitches again when I started the first round. At the moment I finish up the third round, so I made this one. Now I'm starting the fourth one. So for the fourth round I show you where it is. It's better now. I need to leave some space for my hands. Okay, I'm on the fourth round now, so I'll be working these stitches now. So let's start. I'll show you some tips how to make the best quality of the hat. What I mean, here on the wrong side it's the best one. So the fourth round is I need to make 2 black ones here. I am here now at this point. Black one, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whites. I'll show you now one of the important tips to prevent the holes here. I need to work every new color, like white here. Every new color is going to be over the previous color I used. So what I mean, I was using now black one. Black is still here on the wrong side, and the new color is going over the black, over the previous one. So I need to make 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 and 7. Now I'm taking the black again, and it goes over the yarn I just worked. One, two. Again, my new yarn is going over the previous one. Look, it's very important thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm stopping myself to show you one more tip. I need to work by white yarn up to here, but this distance for the black one is long enough. I divide this distance by 2 parts, and every time I grab this black yarn to be held on the back. So I've made 5 stitches, continue to work up to here, and now I'm in the start of the rapport again. So I need to make 2 black ones here. It means I'm taking the black one and it goes over the yarn I used before. I place it above the previous yarn used. 2. Again, the same way, I'm changing yarn and put it over the previous one. 1, 2, 3. I need to make 7 stitches. 7 stitches distance is long enough. I would be divided by 4 and 3. 4, then I grab the black one, continue to work by white, and then now it's time to work by black one. So the first I need to little bit make it easy, and then use black one again. The next is going over the yarn I used before. So what I got at the moment? At the moment I've made 2 rapports. Okay, I'll be working the same way around. guys, I finished round 4 and now I'm ready to start the 5th round. I will explain it again for the people who joined me recently. I'm working by two yarns of the same thickness. My needles are 2.5 millimeters thickness, and I'll show you on the way how to easy work with the strands. So when I work, for example, by the white yarn, the black one is on my back side here. When the distance of the white is big enough, so I will grab the black one in the middle of it. So I will work, for example, 5 stitches, scroll down yarns, and continue to work by white one. So, and here I'll show you one more tip. So how I work without holes here. So this is round 5. I need to work two black ones here. I'll show you where I'm at the moment. Oops. At the moment I will be working these round 2, and now I need to start it with these 2 black ones. Grand. So a little bit before I use the yarn after she went here outside the long distance, a little bit stretch my work and then fix it by finger and then start to work with it. Now I need to make 5 whites. The next yarn, this is a tip for you. The next yarn after changing is going over the previous one. Using this method, there is no holes at all in my knitting. So 2 out of 5, 3, 4, 5. Now I need to change yarn and make one black one. Again, my new color yarn is going over the previous one. A little bit. One. Again, I'm changing yarn and my new yarn is going over the yarn I used before. Am I clear? If somebody have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in messages. You can ask me, repeat some things or make it slowly. So I need to make 2 black ones. Again, the black is going over the white one I just used. 1, 2. Again, I'm changing yarn and white is going over the black one which I used recently. 1, 2, 3. So this is the 5th round. The picture is appeared. if you like this video, don't hesitate to like it and share it between friends. It would be helpful for everybody who wanna to work with strands. Okay, let's continue. Now I'm where I am here again in this point, because I finished one rapport and this is the second rapport starting. So I continue to work 2 stitches by one, white color, and now look, I'm little bit stretch it, fix it by finger and work it. Five white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the time to little bit fix it to get an excellent result. Again, the new yarn is going over, just used one stitch. Now I need to make 5 whites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 black, 1 stitch again. Again, I'm using the same way like I did before. The next stitches would be white, so white is going over the yarn I used before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Little bit stretched, fix it by finger and start to work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 black. I'm here now. This 1 black I'm making now. 1 black. Again, change yarn to make 5 whites. Change yarn again. One, 2. Oh, it's enough. Okay, change yarn again between the rappers. 3, 4, 5. Grand. So I've made 3 rappers of the round 5. And I'm going ahead by the same way. So I'm using black one now. I'm in the start of the rapport. So I'm fix it by finger. 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 block. 5 whites again for symmetry. 3, 4, 5. 2 blocks again for this symmetry. And some white stitches up to the next figure. When you work in strands, the yarn is scrolled down, scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, but there is no problem at all. I'll continue the same way by the end of the round. I read that Stella, Zorica and Evan joined me. Hi guys, how are you? Nice to hear, nice to meet you today. Enjoy with the knitting. to start round 6. I need to make one black stitch before these two made. Here on the knitting you can clearly see them. These two made, so this stitch before would be black one. This is the easy way to find yourself in the pattern. So I'll continue up to this black one and start it. Again, I grab my next color yarn and put it over the yarn I was working with. So I need to make one black, then I need to change yarn again and place my new yarn over the yarn I was working with. Now I need to make 6 whites. 1, 2, 3. I would be scroll my threads in the middle of these 6. And now I'll make 3 blacks. 1, 2, 3. Again, the new yarn is going over the yarn I worked by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 out of 6, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm making one black, and change yarn again to make 3 whites between the wrappers. So one wrapper is done. Actually, I made this stuff, and now I'm in this point. One block, change yarn. The new yarn is going over the previous one again, like I mentioned before. 6 whites. In the middle of the 6 I will scroll yarn, now I will work by black one, 3 stitches, 3 knits, two, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. Why I have 1 instead of 2? I found a mistake in the round before. I'll fix it now. So one more stitch. This stitch should be made by black one. So I will use the thread which is located here on the oops. Okay, no problem at all. I'll make two, place it back to the needle, and now it's better. Now I'm back to my round 6 and 1, 2. I have 4 whites. I need to make 2 more, and then I'm making 1 black. Again, 3 stitches between the pattern. 1, 2. The third is here. Dear lads, if you have any questions, ask me now. I would be happy to share my knowledges with you. I know lots of the tips which would be useful for all of you. So I'm continue third and changing the yarn again. So around all knitting I have been using the same way to prevent appear holes here between the colors, so there are no holes between the colors. It means the hat would be very nice. So to make the hat an excellent, I use the method when I place my next color yarn over the yarn I used before. That's it. 1. Now 6. 3 of 6 are done. One more tip I want to remind you. So while I'm working by white yarn now, the black one is on my back, on my wrong side of the work here. But I would say 5 stitches or more is very long distance to place this thread here. So when I have a distance longer than 5 stitches, I split it by 2 or even 3 parts, and I scroll down and I grab this yarn I'm not using at the moment. I grab it using the working yarn, like now. Up and continue to work. So I've made 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm gonna use the black one. I need to make 3 stitches, and again I will have long distance of the white one, which is 6 stitches. So I'm in the middle of these 6 stitches. I'll show you now on the wrong side how it looks like. Look, instead of having long black one, I have small 2 pieces of black. again. Now I need to make one black and back to back 2 white stitches, 1, 2, 3 between the rabarts. While I'm here, I can fix this stitch with this. I'm not happy with, but generally I'm happy with my knitting. I've reached this point now. This point now. Oh, I'll show you now the numeration of the rounds here. It would be more suitable. So I finished up the round 6, and I'm on the start of the round 7 now. So I need to make one black stitch before the black I had in the previous round. Look, which I'm ready to make now. One black, and now I need to make how many whites? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 whites. Again, in the middle of this 7, I will scroll down my yarn on the wrong side. So the new color placed over the previous one, like I did before, and I'm working 4 out of 6. 4 out of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now scroll down the yarn, continue to work 7, 5, 6, 7. Now I'll be working these 3 black over these 3 one. Look, these 3 and new 3 over them, above them. 1, 2, 3. Again, the new yarn is placed over the previous used. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7. Continue 5, 6, 7. Now time to make black one, this black one, this one. Then I will be working one white between the wrappers and start with the black again. I'm hoping I'm clear. Hi Draga, how are you? I see you joined me. Great. So one black and one white. So the 7th round is started. This is the marker placed when the next round is started. Now I'm repeating the wrapper. It means I'm working exactly the same stitches like I worked before. Sorry guys, I need some time to work with my yarn. Now I'm in the start of the new wrapper, so I'm making one black and the 7 whites. Again, the distance for black yarn on the wrong side in this time will be very long one, so I will grab it and continue to work whites. Three black above the 3 once, change the yarn. Again, I'm explaining for the people who joined me recently. Every time when I change the yarn, change the color, I need to place the new color yarn over the previous, over the yarn used before. This is for the best quality of the knitting. So using this way, I have no any holes between the colors here. The second draw part is finished, so I'm starting to make the third one by the same way. I'm showing now. I will be working by black one now, so I place black over the white one. Three blocks. Again, the new yarn is over the previous ones. Scroll down it. I'm here now. Hopefully you're following me. If you decide to make exactly the same lovely hat, you definitely will be able to work it. Now it's easy. The only important thing is, when I was working on this project, I was a very patient person because this is a strong knitting way. So I'm ready to continue white up to these three and work 3 blocks over it again, like I did before. And so on. I'll be working by the same way around. So lads, I recently finished the 7th round, and now I'm ready to start the 8th one. So it's starting here, and I'll be using the same way like I did before. So I'll be working by 2 strands, the same thickness, and every time when I change the color, the new color yarn will be placed over the previous used before. So now I need to make 7 whites. In the middle of this 7 I scroll down my yarn. So 4 out of 7 is done. 6. Now I'm here. Now I'll show you. Oh, sorry guys, I need to make these 2 black ones. So after this black I need to make 3 whites and 2 blacks. Okay, grand. I rip some stitches back. I left 3 only, like here, like pictured here. These 3, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm starting to work these 2. Hi Daniela Needles, thank you very much for your response. I'm very pleased to see you today inside my followers. I'm hoping you are doing well. So 2, 1 stitch is this one, this, and now I'll make 5 blacks. Okay. Again, I'm explaining now for the guys who joined me recently. Every time I place the new color yarn over the yarn I used recently. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I'm not happy with the size of the stitch, I have a chance to fix it now at the same time. So I'm back to white, 1 white, and I'm continue to work the first rapport. So white, I'm continue to work by white. So how many whites do I need? If you're not aware of where are you in, so the rapport have a symmetry. Look, like here white, 1 white only, so it means I need to make 1 on the left side, and then I will make 2 black here to get a symmetry again. It's easy, isn't it? Hopefully you're enjoying with me. Now I need to make 3 whites. 1, 2, 3, and the next step is 3 black. The second rapport is finished. So I'll be working exactly the same way around the all stitches I have. class. Thank you for staying with me. So I'm finished round 8 and now I'm starting round 9. I need to start it from one block which I made now, and after that I'll be working 4 whites, 3 black, and so on. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Now we are in the live stream, so you can contact me directly. It's a great opportunity. So whites are done. Now I will be working these 2 blacks. Two blacks and 1 white again. Great. I'm working by rounds, and my rapport include 20 stitches, which repeats 7 times around my hat. One rapport is pictured on the screen, so you can easily follow me if you wanna. If you are interested by the pattern, the link to the pattern is included in the messages. You can easily work it. So now I am on the round 9, 2, 1, and now I'll make these black stitches, black 5 over black 5 I had in the previous round. So these 5 I'll be working by black again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now changing yarn again and place it over the yarn I was working recently. Again 1 white, 2 blacks, 4 whites, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the first rapport is done. Well done. Going ahead to work the second one. One, 2, 3, 4. Two black stitches over the black stitches we had above. 1 white and 5 black stitches over 5. So I unscrolled my yarn. Now I'm ready to continue. One white, 2 blacks, four white, and one black between the wrappers. So it means one more wrapper is done. Well done. reached the end of the 9 round. I would like to make one more today, and that's it for today. So the 10th round would be not so complicated like rounds I did before. I will be working by the same way. I'll be working by 2 threads, changing colors and looking at pattern. So the 10th round is starting here. So I need to start it with one black one, which I did now. Now I'm going to work 3 white knits. Okay, 3 white. 1, 2, 3 white. Now I'll be working some black stitches. I need to calculate how much do I need to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 black these stitches. Okay, in the middle of these 6 I would fix my yarn. You will see it now. 1, 2, 3 out of 6. Now and continue to work my 6. If I'm not happy with some stitches, I can pull the thread and make it better on the way. Now continue to work the 10th round. So I'm in the middle of the rapport. Now I'm gonna make 1 black and repeat 1 white and repeat 6 blacks again. 1 black and 6. 1, 2, 3. Again, scroll down my yarn. 4, 5, 6. 6 black are made. Now I'm changing yarn again. For those who joined me recently, I wanted to repeat a very important tip. So every single time when I change the yarn, the new yarn is going over the yarn I used before. So here I need to work 4 whites. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3, not 4. 3 white and the border of the rapport. So it means I've completed the first rapport. Again, I'm starting it from the start. The first block is done. So now I'm working 3 white, 6 black, 1, 2, 3 out of 6. Then I scroll my yarn Continue to work 6. Now 1 white in the middle of the flower. Flower is appeared. 1, and continue to work 6 black. 1, 2, 3. Scroll it again. 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, and final stitch of this wrapper is black one. Great. Let's continue to work the same way. that's it for today. Today I shown you how to decide how many stitches do you need exactly for your size. Please find this information in the very start of this video. So today I shown you how to work with stranded knitting, so how to prevent holes in your knitting, how to work step by step, and how to use different kind of yarns. If you have even leftovers, you can compare two different kind of yarns. Now you know how to make it. Please find the comparing process in my video and enjoy with me. So see you tomorrow, and I'll continue to work on this hat. So I'll be working around 11 onwards. Thank you for joining me, thank you for enjoying with me, and goodbye for today.